What's good, Plum Borough? I'm Drew Bartow alongside my co-host, Mike Devine.
What's going on?
And Justin Newman. Oh, wait, he's not here. He's in Greece. But you know who is here? Producer, the one and only Big Cat.
Always here. Always on time.
We aim to entertain and educate more than 3 Plum residents. So gather around and enjoy the sounds of Sour Plums. Welcome to the Sour Plums podcast, friends. Before we get started, first thing I want to do is introduce our guest host tonight, Shaun Chaney, who is the host of Barbells and Bourbon podcast, right? Is that right, Shaun?
You got it. Some people mix it up, bourbon and barbells, but the way I remind people is you never want to lift weights under the influence. So you lift and then you drink.
I already
Not the other way around.
I already don't like your advice, Shaun. No, I'm kidding.
The lifting thing.
That goes along with the work now, play later, and I don't vibe like that.
So, Shaun, you are a fellow Plum resident who is host a far better podcast than ours. But can you tell our audience more about your podcast, what you do on your podcast, and where they can find out, and listen to your podcast, actually?
Yeah. Well, thanks, Drew. And thank you guys for having me. Shaun Chaney. I live on Sierra Drive. So yeah, Plum resident pretty much all of my life, all but 3 of the 46 years I've been on this planet. I've been in Plum. So very familiar with the community. Yeah. Barbells and Bourbon is my podcast name. I'm on YouTube. Some of my older episodes are on Spotify, but I stick to YouTube because of the visual aspect of it. It's strictly interviewing anybody and anyone and getting their real stories and experiences in order to help and inspire others. I've had guests confess to the craziest shit, stuff that their own families didn't even know, and they're telling the world on my show. So it's been very humbling for me, and I've had 70 guests, hoping to get at least 70 more. Been doing it for about 1.5 years now. Also a personal trainer and also a cybersecurity engineer. So my hands are tied. I got multiple hats. So just staying busy.
And didn't I hear we talked before the show? You have a lot of kids to deal with, just like I do. Is that correct?
So many kids. So I have 5 teenagers total, 3 of my own and 2 bonus step teenagers. So Brady Bunch, buddy.
Wow. Love it. Well, Shaun, thank you for being here. You guys check him out on YouTube, and then Shaun's going to be here the whole episode. He's going to participate in all of our segments, and then we'll remind you where you can find more about Shaun later in the episode. But thank you for being here, Shaun. Appreciate it. I do want to start with some opening banter. Mike, I apologize. I went at a housewarming party about 2 weeks ago. Mike attended, so thank you, Mike. As a Sour Plums rep, he was there. Well, I get this text that I get a Venmo for $20. I'm like, why did Mike send me $20? Apparently, my daughter Autumn was shooting 3-pointers on our basketball court in the backyard. I mean, she hustled you, straight up hustled you. She wasn't even making it halfway to the hoop. And all of a sudden, she says, Mike, give me $20 if I make this. She nails the first shot.
Not even just the 3-pointer. It was like a WNBA 3-pointer.
Is that?
I was like,
there's a little bit of sexism
no way.
There. How was it too close, Mike? What WNBA sec? What was that?
WNBA. He was saying it was even further away.
Further than the 3-pointer.
Oh, it was the WNBA. Angel Reese wasn't here bludgeoning her while she shot it.
She wasn't getting her own rebounds.
No, I was me. She calls them me-bonds now. No, but Autumn was. I watched her shoot the whole time. I was offering her money if she made shots, and she wasn't even making it halfway to the hoop. And as soon as Mike offers, boom, she nails it. She was so excited. So thank you.
I feel like you were both in on it.
I was. We were both in on it. We may have split it.
You're You're like, I'll keep offering you money, keep missing it. And then she's like, if I make it, you give me $20. And I was like, I've been watching you shoot all night. I will definitely give you $20. One shot and she makes it. I was like, what the fuck?
Sandbagger.
That's right. And now I can't get everybody at the house now is the only way I get the kids out to play basketball is if I offer them money if they make shots. I'm like, no, go play basketball for love of the game. For the love of the game.
I saw you playing. They should offer you money to make a shot.
Offer me money? Yeah.
If you made a shot.
I was pretty rough that night. But that was, it was late in a party. I'm just to be fair to myself.
Did he have his notebook out that night? Because I gave him some notes.
He did. He used some of those moves this week. Once he got his ankle healed, he finished pretty strongly, averaged about 12 or 13 points a game in the AAU tournament. So it's pretty
nice. Good. I do remember him saying, he's like, that guy's back down move is unreal. I did have 100 pounds on him, but
he did say that though. He couldn't stop you. You did have some weight on him. But you taught him a thing or two. He used more of the inside moves this weekend in addition to the 3-point shot, so that was good. All right, Mike, what are we drinking tonight?
I just got a cold crisp Coca-Cola. Not the kind for the nose, but the kind for the from the can.
That's a really good joke, Mike. Big
First
Cat,
time
what
you
are you
heard it
drinking?
tonight.
Big Cat, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking 4C iced tea. Fresh batch, just brewed.
That is as predictable as the rain this summer, so that's
Just
good.
stirred.
Just stirred. Sean, I'm not gonna guess what you're drinking, but I have a feeling I know what you're drinking. But what are
if
you
the
drinking?
shirt in the background and my podcast name didn't give it away, got a little bourbon.
Some fine bourbon. And I am drinking Stashes and Strikeouts, a beer from Hop Farm, an IPA from Hop Farm that looks like it has the Paul Skeens on it. But in honor of Paul Skeens having an All-Star game start tonight, I'm drinking that. So, cheers, gents.
Cheers.
Wait, can we go back? What kind of bourbon? Give us a little more. I'm a bourbon guy.
Old Forester 1910. 93 proof. Can't go wrong.
Nice. I just started my collection. I was telling Sean before the show, Mike, that our number one housewarming gift was bottles of bourbon. He's like, how does that affect me? I'm like, you get to enjoy watching me drink it. I don't know. Maybe you can become a bourbon girl. I don't know. But I'm at 40. I told Sean before the show, I decided to grow up, become a bourbon man at 40. So
they finally dropped.
Sean's going to fit right in. This is going to be great. All right. Thanks, guys. And thank you to our sponsors. Thank you to Continental Comb, Tresco Concrete, the Jen Mascaro Real Estate Team, the Lulo's Pizzeria, Salute Beer Distributor, Busy Little Me, Pittsburgh Sports Complex and Self-Storage, Nesbitt's Lanes, and Coyote Outdoor. Continental Comb Barbershop, a traditional barbershop servicing the area since 1973. Up to date on all the new styles and cuts. Call 412-795-7555 and mention Sour Plums for $5 off any service.
Tresco Concrete, the best concrete products on the market. Ready-mix concrete delivered to your door, guaranteed to get hard or your money back. And as always, their concrete is all natural, no supplements, and always 100% Viagra-free.
The Jen Mascaro team proudly supports the Sour Plums podcast. When it comes to selling your home promptly and at peak value, look no further than the expertise of the Jen Mascaro team. With over a decade of industry experience, we guarantee to guide you seamlessly through the process. For personalized assistance, contact us at 412-607-6318 or email jen.mascaro@cbrealty.com.
Lilulo's Pizzeria, serving up quality food, good grace, and burnt pizza since 2016. Local and woman-owned, located at 415 Unity Center Road in Plum. Call 412-795-1229 and mention Sour Plums for 10% off your order of $10 or more. Cannot be combined with any other offer.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Before we jump into Plum Problems, I have a little bit of trivia for you. I saw this question and I liked it, so I'm going to give it to you. There are two ball sports in which the offense does not start with the ball. What are they?
Two ball sports in which the offense does not start with the ball. Does anybody have a guess? Two ball sports in which the offense does not start with the ball. Football?
What do you mean start with?
Wait, in baseball, what's the offense? The offense is the batting team, correct?
Pitcher has the ball, but the pitcher has the ball, right?
Baseball's one. Yeah, that's the
baseball's
defense.
one.
What about football? They're kicking the ball off. No?
At that point, they're considered the offensive teams.
Okay,
They give it to the defense, and then they switch.
So baseball's one.
Baseball's one.
Softball. Nailed it.
Softball and baseball are the same.
Oh wait, are you saying softball's not a sport? Live here for Facebook.
I coach softball. It is a sport. Baseball and softball fall under the same category.
I know. I'm just kidding.
I'm stumped. Baseball.
Water polo.
I have rugby. I have no idea what happens in rugby. I don't. I just said that to say it.
You're on the right continent. I'll tell you that.
Right continent.
Ooh, awesome.
Cricket. Yeah.
Cricket. Cricket's the other one.
Nice. Great job. Great job.
Nice job. Nice job.
Thank God we have somebody smart here. All right, so now we can jump into Plum Problems. All right, so I'll start off because I have Plum Problems tonight, and it has to do with the weather. I know we've talked about the weather before, but after this weekend, the rain and the sun are my plum problem. So we had our first tournament this weekend, and I'll just get out in front of it. I do not like sunscreen. When I put sunscreen on, I feel like I jerked off a whale. I just don't like touching it. I don't like putting it on. I just do not like it.
How many times have you done that, Mike?
I feel like that's what it would feel like, so I don't even want to try. But my face, as you can see, is fried. The ones, you guys, not the people listening because they're listening. But that sun was so hot this weekend. I can't even imagine the girls who couldn't sit in the shade while I was coaching them from the dugout. But the sun and then the rain. We had like 3 rain delays this weekend as well. So it went from blistering hot to pouring down rain, and then there was no relief. It was blistering hot again, and it was just it was a good weekend as far as softball went. The girls played well, but the weather was god awful this weekend, and it was a pain in the ass. And I just do not like the weather.
I did not miss that about baseball when my son stopped playing baseball and focused on basketball. Basketball, barring a winter snowstorm, it never gets delayed. It's always indoor, mostly climate controlled, although some gyms are hot, some gyms are really cold, depending on the season. I don't miss that about baseball. Delays and sitting it out, never knowing if you're going to play. I know my fiance's son, Roan, who plays baseball, 3 straight tournaments, 3 straight weekends this summer. I mean, completely canceled, wiped out. Like you're planning and prepping for this and just completely wiped out. So you don't have anything planned for the day because you're not wiped out till that morning, or the night before. But yeah, I'm a big rain guy. Don't get me wrong. I am a big rain guy, but I prefer it like late fall when the grass isn't growing, because now that I have a yard that I have to mow, I'm over it. I'm over it too. I need a little bit of a break. Let the 85-degree days commence and let my yard die. Just let all the grass die.
The good thing about the weekend was we were on a turf field, so turf field didn't really get ruined.
Yeah.
So as soon as the rain was done, we were back on there, but it was fine. But the hour and a half rain delays, it's then the lightning. So every time it lightnings, it's a half an hour minimum of time to stop. I don't like the sun. I don't like the rain. I just want overcast, and I want 80 degrees and overcast, 77 and overcast.
All right. I want to throw this around because it's Plum Problem. Your perfect weather forecast. Mike, you said what?
77 and partly sunny.
Okay. Big Cat, what's your perfect weather forecast?
70. Sunny, but not it's been sweltering recently.
What about you, Shaun?
I run hot, so if the sun is out and it's anything above 75, I'm sweating. So keep it under 70.
I'll split the difference. I'll say 69, a light breeze.
I didn't want to go there, but that would be my ideal. That would be my ideal.
I like a little bit of a long sleeve, a little breeze. I mean, maybe a short sleeve and you're comfortable, but as the evening hits us and the sun goes down, maybe you put a hoodie on, you put a fire in the backyard and you call it a night. I think I'm a fall guy. You guys know that. I would live in the fall weather all year round. So That's me.
68's my indoor climate, so I would like it to be a little warmer outside, so when I come in, it's cooler.
I hate to see your electric bill if 68 is your indoor climate right now.
I'm a 72, 73 guy. What do you guys indoor wise?
I have it set for 70.
Coincidentally, 69 is where my air conditioner's set. That's not a joke. It really is.
That's my car my car air conditioner set at that. Because I'm juvenile, mostly. Yeah. 1 degree either way wouldn't change it.
68 is too cold. 70 is too hot. It really is.
We don't have central air, so we've had a unit downstairs and on the wall, and upstairs we have units. So, we try to keep it at 68, but it's such a small space, condensed, that it's easy. But as long as I have a fan, I'm usually good.
All right, Big Cat, you got a plum problem?
I don't. I don't. I remember, I think of one that's really funny midweek, and I'm ready to rant about it, and I don't write it down.
You gotta put that shit in your notes on the phone.
Do you have a notes app on your phone?
Yeah.
Maybe use it.
Okay. Okay.
That's good advice. That's
great advice. That's great
My
advice.
plum problem is Big Cat not using his notes app.
Right. My plum problem is Big Cat not having plum problem.
My plum problem is Mike not knowing that every phone on this planet has a notes app already. What's that?
Shaun, I know you're new here, but do you have a plum problem?
I have 2. Am I allowed to have 2?
Yeah, well, Big Cat didn't have any, so we're still even for the night.
So net, we're good.
So this probably is going to trigger some people. Is that allowed?
But yeah,
we prefer. Is that recommended?
That's recommended. Yeah, that's how we got to start.
So the first plum problem I have is those who celebrate a specific holiday year round, albeit Halloween, for instance, in the houses that have skeletons outside.
Yeah.
Round. The family of skeletons, giant skeletons, small skeletons, any skeletons. But I don't want to discriminate against Halloween because it goes for Christmas and the others. So that's my first plum problem. Second one is, when did we start parking our cars in the front yards when we have driveways? That seems to be a common occurrence in Plum, right?
I've both those things you've said. I've commented on them within the last couple of weeks. On my way to vacation, the number of skeletons we saw in the yard was insane. Like it would like I guess you don't have to decorate; it becomes kind of your personality. But yeah.
So that's my question: Is it you just are infatuated with skeletons and you just want to see them every day, or is it just easier to keep them up instead of store them for the entire year?
Like the people who keep their Christmas lights up and just plug
Precisely,
them in.
yes.
Yeah.
Well, those big skeletons are what, $500, $600? Like, how expensive are they? And they're probably so hard to like get into place with like tension straps and stuff.
Where do you put those?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might as well leave it up and just put a Thanksgiving dress on it or something.
You should,
Right?
Yes. Hat.
If you're gonna keep it up, at least decorate it for different holidays
For the
throughout
season.
the season. Yes,
Yeah.
that's a good solution. We solved it. There we go.
I have a neighbor that she decorates it, and just leaving it out like you haven't taken it in yet is a problem. Leaving it out just up how you had it is a problem. Yeah, but if you're changing it, I think it's creative.
I'll give you credit for that.
I had a question on the parking, the car parking.
Yeah.
So my aunt, after my uncle passed away and she moved, before he passed, she would always pull right. They had a huge, long driveway, and she would park right at the very top of the driveway and not leave him any room to pull in. So he got sick of parking on the street, and he would actually made a parking pad in the grass. Does that count? Like, or is that's like a legit parking spot?
Yeah, I guess if it's not on grass, it doesn't count as a problem. But it's still
I agree,
ridiculous.
It's still the yard.
Yeah, it's still part of the yard. I don't know. Are families like outgrowing their driveway or their street, or who knows? I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. I've seen it a lot though.
The yard's probably less expensive to repair and keep up with, so stay off the driveway, keep it nice for as long as possible.
Yeah, is it some parent telling their teen they can't park in the driveway and so they park in the yard? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe their car leaks something and they don't want to stain the driveway. So
Know that. We're talking through this. I feel like we're on
just
Well,
let
I'm
it soak into the groundwater.
yeah.
So we built
Just
our
let
house.
your oil leak.
We built our house. We're coming up on this year will be 14 years. In like 2 months, it's 14 years we've been here. I feel like the standard driveway or garage is not big enough for what the size cars people are buying now. Now, I know we have a truck and a large SUV. Jess wrecked my regular, like the Honda. We had a Honda Pilot, and Jess wrecked it 3 times trying to pull it out of the garage once on one try. So she wrecked it 3 different times. But if she would try to pull the Expedition into the garage, I mean, she's like, her butthole's clenching when she's pulling that thing in. So I feel like garages are smaller than what the average car is now.
well, Expeditions aren't an average size car. I don't think there's too many garages that are going to hold an Expedition.
Yeah.
I feel like garages just in general should be bigger.
I think moving forward, they probably have to adjust to the times. I mean, look at parking garages as well. They're not made like you park 3 SUVs side by side. I mean, you're struggling to get out of the car. I mean, it's not. They have to adjust because she has to catch up. It seems like 3 out of every 4 cars is a truck or an SUV now, an oversized vehicle, right? I think today compared to 15 years ago when you built
we
your
have an
house.
F-150 and an Expedition, so it's
Yeah.
neither one of those are getting in the garage.
No.
I mean,
no.
from a length standpoint, we have to keep the garage door open to walk around from the driver's side to get into the house.
Wow. So maybe
Keeps
some
the house
adjustments we made.
But we also moved the wall to the other side of the steps in our basement, so we could have more room in our basement. So that was an us issue. But I'm saying that the garage doors are just narrow because I feel like cars, when they became standard, cars in general were smaller when garage doors became standard. So now that the cars are bigger, like even a regular size SUV, it's still narrow to pull them in.
We have a 2-car garage. There's no way both of us are getting I'd say average size SUVs in there. They're not over the top. They're big enough, but there's no way, no chance to never get out.
But the whole point of me saying that was people are not parking multiple cars in garages now for that reason. So therefore they're going into the driveway. And if you have the top of our driveway is big enough for 1 car, the bottom is big enough for 2. But if Jess parks in the driveway, I'm parked on the street and then in the yard. That's where I was going. That's the longest way to get there. But
you
that's bringing it back.
there though. You got there though. I'll be quick with my plum problem. I just want to get you guys' take on it. It kind of speaks to me, who I am as an asshole. But I'll tell you right now, because I went on vacation and we did this one time, and I there's an exception to the rule. Outdoor dining. Look, I work a job and make money so that I can eat indoors and not be an animal. So I hate outdoor dining. It's 90 degrees outside, bugs, birds, everything, breeze, wind, napkins flying. I don't. People love it. I know some people just prefer it. Me, I will wait 20, 30 minutes for an indoor table before I sit outside. I just want to I want to know that I'm not alone in this panel, but I'll wait to hear from you guys. I can't do it. I hate outdoor dining. Don't do it.
In 44 years of life, I've had one enjoyable outdoor dining experience, and it was this past year. It was, and that was not enough to change my mind on it. I despise it.
I think it's the climate. It's climate determined, right?
Yeah.
Like I've eaten outdoors all over the country, and it's been very pleasant, but we don't have too many days of weather that condone outdoor dining.
You're saying meal, right? Like now we're not talking sit on the deck of a bar, have some wings and a beer, right? That's not dining.
No, I'm talking about actually sit down meal. And I think to Shaun's point, I think, yeah, if you catch me on a mid to late evening, it's cooled down. I can handle that, right? But overall, people that like eating out when it's summer and sunny and hot, I can't. I have no appetite when it's 90 degrees and humid like it is in Pittsburgh in a Pittsburgh summer. I just can't. I can't do it. But that's just me. Big Cat, you have an opinion on this? I feel like you have an opinion on everything.
The only time I think I've really eaten outside was on vacation, and it's at the beach near the ocean, near the water, and I don't like it. I feel like you have bugs, just the wind, stuff's blowing around, like you're always grabbing onto something, or just eating outside feels, yeah. I mean, I don't even like eating outside for picnics. I'll go inside and like a civilized person and eat with a roof over my head. But I'm sure it's enjoyable for some people. I'm just a bigger guy and I get hot easy, so I need some AC.
Let me ask you this. Would you rather eat outside in 90-degree heat with bugs or eat inside in a smoke-filled restaurant that's very loud?
What are they smoking?
My hell.
Yeah.
Straight cigarettes.
Is that really a thing anymore though? Overall, I guess some places.
I don't know the prerequisites to being able to smoke in an establishment. I know it has to do with alcohol and permits and whatever.
Ooh.
If 90% of your sales are food, then you cannot have smoke. But if there's a wall separating the bar from the kitchen, or from the wall from the restaurant, you can smoke in the bar, but not in the kitchen. But you can bring food into the bar.
That's a really
Drew,
good.
This is my fantasy. Don't make this complicated.
Yeah.
That was really complicated. I was having trouble keeping up with that.
I won't make it complicated. I was going to say, if it's a one-time deal, I'll take the smoke-infested room with the right temperature. If it's consistent, I'd have to stay outdoors. I couldn't handle it every day. One time, I could handle it probably. Have to go home and take a shower immediately. But
I was gonna say, you're gonna go home and shower either way, whether it's outside or inside.
You're right.
Right.
I'd pick outside. The one time I wouldn't be used to it, it'd be horrible. So I'd probably stay outside.
I think if it was one time, like Drew said, I could do the inside, but I could not. I can't stand the smell of cigarette smoke on me. But the thought of eating a bug.
Yeah.
I love how Shaun's like 20 minutes into the episode, he already knows. He's like, Drew, just don't complicate this. This is my fantasy.
Answer the damn question.
Don't romanticize it.
These are the loophole kings, Shaun.
That's what we do. That's what we do. Everything's a loophole.
It's the loophole city over here.
We overthink everything.
But then, what if the bugs are vegan?
All right.
What if the bugs have little fans that are cooling you down?
Shaun's getting it now. All right, guys. Well, we're going to move on. But while Newman's away, there will be no Minority Report, as the rest of us do not qualify to give a Minority Report. So we're gonna move on, and I'm gonna ask Mike if he has actually a second "Would you rather" for us tonight, since Shaun gave us the first.
I do.
Would you like to tell us what it is?
I would. Let me read it here. Here it is.
Take
All
your
right.
time.
Would you rather hear everything your parents really think about you unfiltered, or have your children hear everything you've ever said about them in moments of anger, fear, or doubt?
Who's starting here? Shaun.
I'd want to know what my parents said, because I would not want to hurt my kids' feelings in any way. So I'm going to take the brunt of that. And I was a good kid, so I don't think they'd say too many negative things, but I'm going with parents.
I'll follow up with that. I agree with you on that. I'm not going to. I don't want my kids to hear everything I've ever said about them in moments of anger or rage. And I think overall, my parents would say good things about me. And trust me, based on the things that have been said about me and Plum, nothing that my parents say could ever hurt me any more than any of the dipshits than the things they say in this town. So I'm okay with that. I'll take it from my parents. That's not a big deal. My kids. You have those moments where you're pissed off or frustrated with their behavior, their actions. You've said some things to people in confidence and private that you might not want your kids to hear. So that's where I'm going.
I would go the same route. Just let me hear the unfiltered truth, and most of it will probably be funny, honestly. Like, I know who I am, so I know what I'm getting into. But yeah, I can't remember everything I've said, and there was probably some things in there when they were very little and like not sleeping through the night that it was just like a one-time thing. I really wanted to go to Mexico in 2012, so get me out of here. But no, I mean, I'm also pretty honest with my boys. They probably have heard the worst directly from me. So
that's fair.
And I've heard some pretty wild stuff from them as well.
Yeah, so it's not going to be a clean sweep tonight. So I don't want to hear what my parents have to say about me.
Really?
I'm not Mario, so
You're not the favorite.
I'm not the favorite. But if you've ever been around my kids and I, our lives revolve mostly around sports. We are in a sport every night of the week, and I coach a lot of the sports. So anything fear, anger, doubt, anything like that comes from mostly that or school. And if you know the relationship we have, we're pretty honest with each other. And, I say what's on my mind. But when I'm mad at them, I compliment them in a very angry way. It's usually telling them what they can do. And the disappointment is that they didn't do what they're capable of doing. So it's in a mean way, building them up and telling them how, disappointed I am that they didn't, get to the best of their abilities, or, if they, bad grades are not because they're dumb, it's because they're lazy, right? It's because they didn't put an effort into it. In sports and basketball, like if Lily's, having a bad game, it's not because she's not prepared for it. It's because she's not doing what she's supposed to do. And I let her hear it, but she gives it right back to me. She said to me in the car today, she said, my friends just said to me the other day, she goes, you're allowed to swear in front of your parents. She goes, bro, I've been swearing in front of my dad since I was 3, which is true. She has been swearing in front of me since she was 3, but it's just the relationship we've had. Like, since the day she was born, Jess and I have talked to her and all our kids like they're adults, and we don't hold anything back, and it's a relationship we have.
Sounds like you need to go on Shaun's show.
Yeah. I do have a question for you guys, kind of along the lines of Drew. You kind of brought it up. You said, compared to what Plum has said about you, your parents couldn't even touch that.
Mm-hmm.
How do you guys feel when you get negative comments? I mean, now that you guys are public figures, so to speak, how do you react when you get all that hate?
It's a good question.
Yeah. So I had a 4-year head start on that. I was on the school board for 4 years. It took about 2.5 years to get used to it. And that's all you do is you get used to it. It doesn't bother me anymore. People say stuff about me all the time. And if you read between the lines, you have to learn when it's a real comment or when it's a comment that they're mad because it directly affects them. And obviously with podcasting, it doesn't usually directly affect them unless there's a comment about them or whatever. But on the school board, when I was a true public figure, political figure, if people are quiet, you're doing a good job, whatever. But if it's something that they disagree with, that's when they tell you how much of a shitbag you are. And if you only heard from that person one time in 4 years, you're probably not a shitbag. So I had to learn. It took about 2.5 years to figure that out. So it just rolls off my back at this point. People ask, how do I sleep at night? I say in my underwear with the fan on.
Early on, even in as I mentioned, my jobs earlier, Shaun, I do podcasts and stuff too. And you always get worried about what you say. Is it accurate? Is it everybody going to agree with it? Early on, in my 20s, I took offense to everything. I might have gotten fired up about it, responded in a way that wasn't good. I still might have those moments depending on the person and what they're saying. Overall, though, the feedback we get on a show like this, or people who are unhappy about things we say, to me, the people that are unhappy about things we say, I look at it as the truth hurts. And I don't take offense to it. I've got a core group of people and friends that matter the most to me. If somebody that's really close to me would be upset and say something about me that was negative, I would have a conversation. But for the most part, if what somebody is saying about me is coming from someone who's never really taken 5 seconds to get to know me, I don't let it bother me at all. They don't care enough to get to know me and to hear from me. So I can't care enough to be concerned about what they think or what they're telling others. I mean, I'm public. I'm here. I talk publicly to people in the town all the time. And anybody can have a conversation with me. They want to have a conversation with me. If they're not willing to do that and actually learn where I'm coming from, then I'm not gonna. I don't care at all. Like Mike said, I sleep well at night. I don't care at all. And we're not out there. We're not out there to hurt people. There are some people that just don't like us because of other people that we've known, right? And to them, I say, get to know me. You'll love me, and if you don't, you have a problem.
Yeah. Actually, I had one of the best compliments this past weekend. Without getting too deep into some past stuff, because I'm not going to talk about it on here. But we had a pretty big public feud with some real people who used to be really close friends of ours, and one of the people who was on a sports team with this guy now, he said to me this weekend, he said, for the last 2 years, we heard about how awful you were. And in the last couple of months, we figured out you probably weren't the issue. And I said, thank you. That's all I did was say thank you.
Yeah. I mean, do you hear some of that stuff, Shaun? Or, I mean, do you have how do you deal with it if you hear it? You're a public forum now. I know we've talked about guests that have had issues with comments from your show and things like that. How do you deal with that?
Yeah, I mean, I started my podcast 1.5 years ago, and I'd say up until the last 6 months, I've lived my life trying to please people. Any negative comment I would take so personally, and I would actually change who I was just to get acceptance, and it's actually exhausting. But you've probably been heard. You've been told you have to love yourself, right? And once you're able to do that, it doesn't matter what people think about you. And I think the podcast that I have has taught me a lot about myself, and I've learned to love myself through the podcast. And all that hatred that I get, I look at it as a compliment in a way. Like, if people are throwing hate at you, you're doing something right. They're either jealous of you, or they know that you're right, but they're just arguing for the sake of arguing. The Karens out there, or the Kens, whichever you want to call it. But yeah, I mean, I actually sort of want to get those comments now, because I feel like I have strong arguments for every single comment that I get. And if I don't have an argument back, I'll have the conversation. Like you said, Drew, if you hurt someone close to you, let's talk about it. Why do you feel that way? Not to get all like therapeutic on it, but just talk it through.
I'll move on, but I don't get too deep. But Shaun, I spent 38, 39 years of my life playing it safe, right? And not ruffling feathers, not saying how I truly felt, not being who I really am. And since I've decided to do that, I'm more successful in almost every way in my life. I'm not talking financial. I'm not talking just that. Every which way, relationships, everything. Since I've been openly, publicly myself, true to me, through this show and other avenues as well. That is when I finally found my success. It's just being who I am. If you don't like it, that's okay. Fine. I'm not your cup of tea. I'm good with that.
That's a great point. Yeah. I mean, I am myself on every episode that I have, and I'm learning about myself every episode that I have. And yeah, once you grow into that confidence that you are who you are and you're okay with that, and you grow your spine or let your balls drop, like I said earlier, I mean, it changes your entire life. It really does.
Yeah. Well said. Oh, we got a little serious there for a second. We're on your show.
That's what I do. I'm sorry.
You're very good at it, Shaun.
I asked the pointed questions.
Andy,
Mike.
what's the look?
Because you called me Andy. In the script I have it as Drew. I knew you were going to do that, just like Newman does.
Would you prefer Andrew?
No, we'll go with Andy.
Andy. I hear you're going back to back with Drew's Clues this week.
We are. You guys sucked so bad last episode, that I'm going back to that well again. I'm going back to U.S. cities again. Another U.S. city, because you guys did not get, for the first time of Drew and Drew's Clues, you did not get. Nobody on the panel got it. So really quickly, Shaun, I'll summarize this way. I'll give you a category, and it's now U.S. cities. Then I'm going to give you up to 5 statements, or Drew's Clues, about someone, something, or someplace within that category. And of course, it's someplace. It's a city in the U.S. Rule number 1, this is a free-for-all for guesses. No order. If you think you know the answer at any point, shout it out. However, rule number 2 is if you shout out an incorrect guess, you're eliminated and cannot continue to play the game tonight. All right? So if you want to go
Understood.
for the 5 points, right? So the scoring is, if you get it after 1 clue, 5 points, then 4 points, 3 points, 2 points, 1 point, and so on. But if you guess on 5 and you don't get it, you can't guess again. And I'll keep track of winners for the night. You're filling in for Justin tonight, so Justin will get points for you, Shaun. So you're representing Justin Newman tonight. So
he should be for the guest points, because the guest.
Oh, that we do have guest points. You're right. He'll be guest.
You usually am.
You just don't. You're usually right. Get the hell out of here. So, Shaun, how do you deal with a co-host that doesn't like you? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
All right. So, guys, we're gonna go again. U.S. city. Clue number 1. The first 2 clues are pretty tough. I'd be surprised, but you might get it. Clue number 1. While many might argue with the true origins of this American classic, the first recorded instance of a cheeseburger being served was at Kalen's restaurant in this city in 1934. In 3, 2, 1. Clue number 2. The birthday song, Happy Birthday to You, was written by sisters Patty and Mildred Hill, whom resided in this city. I see the faces. So 3, 2, 1. And now here's where I think it gets interesting. I think somebody might pull this one off. Clue number 3. In the 1920s, this city was the birthplace of the hot brown, an open-faced sandwich consisting of turkey, bacon, and Mornay sauce, which is sort of a white cheese sauce often made with melted Swiss or Gruyere. The hot brown sandwich. No, buddy.
I'm gonna guess Cleveland.
You're wrong, Big Cat. Thanks for playing, though. I appreciate the balls to guess.
I had
that.
to guess.
Yeah.
The brown.
Someone has to have them.
Yeah. So now here's where I think it gets easier. For clue number 4 for 2 points. One of my personal faves, the old-fashioned cocktail, was first created in the 1880s in this city. Nobody? Not
Boston.
even. Nope. You're out, Mike. All right. Here we go, Shaun. For 1 point. This is back to back. For 1 point. Standing at 120 feet tall and weighing 68,000 pounds, the world's largest baseball bat can be found in this city.
Louisville?
Boom. 1 point for Shaun. 1 point for the guest. All right. Nice job, Shaun. I thought maybe because the hot brown, I don't know if you guys travel, hot brown is sort of I've been to Louisville, so I figured it's a staple there. So if you go there, you see it somewhere on all the menus. And then the old fashioned, I was kind of going with the bourbon. It was really
Kentucky. Yeah.
I wanted to go. I went with the bourbon theme, the bourbon city, but I didn't want to give an obvious clue about bourbon. That's too easy. But good job, Shaun. You got a point, and at least salvage that. I mean, we had almost had 2 back-to-back weeks of nothingness. Great job. For a half bonus point, what state is Louisville in? I'm kidding.
Kentucky.
I almost said it. All right. Good job, Shaun.
The bonus point should be if Mike can find Kentucky on a map.
I'm great at state capitals. I think I know all 50.
I'm going to keep that in mind for the next time you're on the show.
We'll save that for another one.
Now we know.
Sounds good. All right, I'm going to thank our sponsors once again. Thank you to Continental Comb, Tresco Concrete, the Jen Mascara Real Estate Team, the Lulo's Pizzeria, Salute Beer Distributor, Busy Little Me, Pittsburgh Sports Complex and Self-Storage, Nesbitt's Lanes, and Coyote Outdoor. At Salute Beer Distributor, we are bringing you a large selection of beers from local and national breweries. Our extensive inventory includes craft beers, seasonal specialties, your everyday favorites, adult slushies, and an impressive inventory of non-alcoholic beers. Salute's inventory has something special for every palate. Come browse the aisles at Salute Beer Distributor, located on Route 286 in Plum, next to Shop and Save. You'll be glad you did.
Busy Little Me's is a residential cleaning company serving Plum and local communities. Housekeeping duties include house cleaning, disposing of rubbish, sanitizing services, dusting, vacuuming, mopping, scrubbing, etc., etc. We do custom-to-you cleans once a month, once a week, or every 9 minutes. We got you, sis. We've also been known to do decluttering and pre-clean cleans. That's a real thing. We can also polish a dirty face, scrub a doggo's filthy paws, or even spit shine your shoe. Laundry? Need linens washed? Done. How about your husband's gutchies? No prob. That ugly camisole your mother-in-law gave you? What was that? Just throw it away? Your secrets are safe with us. BusyLittleMe's.squarespace.com.
Whether chaos in your house or chaos on the court, Pittsburgh Sports Complex and Self-Storage has your back. Conveniently located in Plum at 307 Coxcomb Hill Road. Book online anytime. Don't miss out. Score 50% off your first storage rental with code GOAL.
Nesbitt's Lanes Incorporated. Lanes available for the 24-25 season. Family Bowling Center specializing in open bowling, league bowling, bumper bowling, birthday parties, group events, fundraisers, all-night bowling parties, summer leagues, Sunday morning specials, in-house tournaments, junior bowling program, after-school bowling program. They can be reached at 412-793-5556. Web address is www.nesbittlanes.com. And when you book and mention the podcast for your child's birthday by the end of the year, the birthday child is free.
It's grilling season, and Coyote Outdoor Living has you covered. Upgrade your barbecue game with a new grill from Coyote Outdoor. Choose from their vast lineup of gas, charcoal, electric, and pellet grill options. They also carry a wide variety of stainless steel storage and refrigeration solutions to complete your dream outdoor kitchen. Go to coyoteoutdoor.com and get ready to grill, baby. Grill in style.
All right, welcome back. Mike, you got blind ranking for us tonight, right?
I got it at your party.
Okay.
And your soon-to-be bride.
All right. Well, let me explain it really quickly to Shaun and to the audience who may be listening for the first time. The blind rankings, where Mike has a category, gives us a category, and the rest of the panelists have to rank that item 1 through 5, 1 being the best, 5 being the worst. But it's blind. We don't know what he's going to say next, so that's what makes it fun. We might pick something we really like and put it at 2, but he might really give us a good one at 1. I will say this, Shaun. This comes with an asterisk. Mike usually fucks this up towards the end, and he screws us over with the 5th one. You never know which way he's going, so don't have too much confidence in your rankings here.
If this is top 5 Brittany's dress measurements, I'm going to go crazy.
Number 1, hips.
Don't lie. Usher's gonna kill me for that making the podcast.
All right, first one, trail mix. This can be whatever your favorite flavor of trail mix is.
What's the order, Mike?
What's the category?
I missed
top 5 trail mix. What the hell?
I knew the category because he told me it was Brittany's. I knew she talked about the category itself.
Top 5 car snacks for a road trip.
Top 5 trail mix.
5
and we'll go Shaun.
The most bland top 5. Mike,
Shaun,
I'm riffing. Stop trying to start the segment.
Shaun, Big Cat, Drew.
All right.
I miss my buffer of Justin. I usually have a little more time to craft what I'm going to say.
1
So you
through
want
5.
top 5?
Yeah, 1 through 5. Where would you rank trail mix on the top of your list for road trip snacks?
Put it in the 3. It's sweet. It's savory. Doesn't make too many crumbs.
Big Cat.
I'm going 5 because of the raisins in trail mix. I don't like, and I know I could say, oh, what if I pick a trail mix that doesn't have raisins? But I got balls, like Shaun said. So 5.
I'm gonna go with Shaun. To me, trail mix is nice, safe. 3. I'll be fine with it. I don't love it. I don't crave it, but on a road trip, it will nourish me, and I'm good like that. See, Shaun, I go deep on everything. I can't shut up. That's what I do. I feel like I need a therapy session on your show.
It's got 12 grams of protein, 13 grams of carbs.
If my car wrecks over the side of the road, I'll be safe because I had trail mix. It'll save me for 3 days. Trail mix at 3. Long-winded way of saying 3.
In summary.
Gummy candy. It could be gummy bears, gummy worms, peach rings, whatever your favorite gummy is.
Bead gummies, whatever gummies you prefer.
Nice.
4. Not a fan of the gummy.
I was gonna go 4 until you said weed gummy, and then I'm gonna slide that into 3.
Did I say that?
Drew did, I think, right? Someone said it.
Gummies for me. Oh, I'll go 2. I like gummies. I feel like they keep me awake to, I chew on them while I'm driving down the highway. I like gummies. Gummy bears, gummy worms, gummy whatever. So
They don't satisfy your hunger, though.
they don't. You're right.
That's
It's
my
straight
problem.
up sugar.
It makes you hungrier and thirsty.
That's true.
They're delicious.
That's true. But I'm gonna keep them at 2.
Okay.
You can't convince me, Sean. You
Oh, sorry, I tried.
can't.
Hard candies or mints.
I don't know if a mint is a snack.
It is in this car.
Yeah, this is road trip snacks.
Yeah. See, Drew said Mike was gonna.
He fucked it up early tonight. 5, Sean.
Yeah. It does nothing. It freshens me up. That's about it.
4. Yeah, maybe a like a lifesaver mint would be nice. After my gummy worms.
For a road trip, they do nothing. I mean, a mint, like on a quick, if I'm driving over to a business meeting or something, yeah, stick a mint in. Like, road trip. I'll go hard candy, road trip, mint 5. Mike's laughing because he has something really bad later. I'm just telling you right now.
No,
I see that smirk on his
these are
face.
good ones. These are everything that Jess buys when we drive to Hilton Head. Potato chips, pretzels, popcorn. I'm putting all that in one category.
What numbers did I give so far?
You have 1 and 2 left.
Oh, shit. I fucked this up.
See, it's hard.
I'm going to go 2 then. I am such an anti-crumb guy in a car because I like keeping my car clean. So anything that creates crumbs, I start twitching. And all of those create crumbs.
I'm a pro crumb guy. I like a little crumb.
That's so nasty.
I like a little crumb. I would love flaming hot Cheetos, and that falls into those categories. So 1.
Pro crumb.
New,
I hate to
Pro
see your
crumb.
car.
new buddy comedy dropping this fall on our Facebook page. Big Cat rides with Sean on a road trip. And Sean
It's gonna be like
twitches the whole
Tommy
way.
Boy. Tommy Boy 2.
M&M's getting in the dashboard.
We do clean our car frequently though, because we do have baseball too, which has its level of dirt and grime. So we just went to the car wash. Shout out Magic Mike's, not a sponsor. Got our car all cleaned out, so it's nice right now.
There you go. I have one that I want to be at 1, and I don't know if it's going to be on the list at all. So I'm going to save it though, and I know Mike's not going to give it to me, but I'm going to save it. So I'll put chips, pretzels, whatever at 4. They're fine.
Last one, beef jerky.
Yes.
My man, you didn't screw this one up.
1. That was going to be my 1.
I'm gonna put it at 2, and I've been really liking the Jack Link's, not a sponsor. Beef jerky that's hot and spicy, or spicy and sweet. So good. 2.
Number 1 for me, easily. What I hate about beef jerky that you buy at Sheetz, Sean, this is what I do. You open it up, it smells like somebody shit themselves, like immediately in your car.
Every
It
time.
does. It does.
Who farted?
Like in the backseat, if you don't know they're open, like, guys, you okay back there? Then they reach.
The best.
Then they hand a bag of beef jerky. I'm like, oh, you guys are all right.
Open a bag of jerky on a plane. See how many friends you make. You will make 0 friends.
Challenge accepted when I fly to Minneapolis in fall.
It's the best.
I saw a video that was like, who's farting into these beef jerky packets before they seal them at the
Dude, they're
factory?
awful. It tastes so good, but the smell immediately fills the car.
The first time I opened a bag, Chase looked at Penny. He didn't know what it was. And he looked at Penny. He goes, Penny, that's awful. And she goes, what? He goes, you farted. She goes, I didn't. And he goes, yes, you did. I mean, Chase is 7, by the way. And this is probably 2 years ago. So he was 5. It was hilarious. All right. My list.
Before you go over your list, I just want to say how great I am at this. If I were to get points for my list, I would always have the most points. If I went in order of my list on a road trip, it would be the perfect road trip. Chips and beef jerky, gummy worm for dessert, a little after meal mint. I'm still in that mint.
As you're covered in crumbs.
Covered in crumbs. And trail mix is the last resort.
Tonight, I'd probably say beef jerky and gummies are my top 2 snacks that I take on trips. Trail mix is perfectly fine at 3, although I probably have more chips than trail mix. But and chips at 4, 5 is definitely mint. On a road trip, I might pop a mint in at the very end, getting out of the car and going. So that's about it. Yep.
My list, hard candy is number 1, only if it's the green lifesavers. I love those. I could eat the white candy. They're delicious. But
lime flavored?
No, not the lime. The
apple.
green. The green bag of the mint flavored Lifesavers.
Oh, yeah.
Wintergreen.
Wintergreen.
Yeah.
Wintergreen,
Oh,
yeah.
green over blue. Green over blue any day.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I like them because we drive to Hilton Head at night, so that keeps me awake. I do like the flavor of them, but it keeps me awake. It keeps my mind on the road and doing something. I love a gummy. Peach rings, especially, are my favorite. Beef jerky is delicious. It's filling. It is. I'm going to say healthy. I know it's a lot of salt, but it's on this list. It's probably the healthiest. Trail mix. I always say I don't like trail mix, and Jess buys all these snacks for. When Jess goes to Target before we leave for a trip, she comes back and there's always like the "What were you thinking?" bag of snacks, and then there's like the snacks that we actually eat. And trail mix is always in the "What were you thinking?" So that's always on the way back, and I never eat it on the way down, but it's always left for the trip back. But she always does find one. She gets like a couple different kinds of trail mix, but she always finds one that has these little caramel pieces in it. And I'm like, I don't like trail mix, but then I find that bag, and that bag's delicious.
What kind of pieces?
Caramel.
Caramel.
There it is.
Go.
There it is. And then Shaun took it right out of my mouth. Popcorn pretzels. I hate crumbs. That is no. It could be dog shit, and then popcorn and potato chips. Anything else.
I mean, that's extreme.
No. Lily spilled a bag of potato chips in the back of Jess's car, and they were everywhere. And I kept opening the trunk and then just closing whatever I needed back there. I just kept closing the trunk because I could not even look at it, and I would be damned if I was going to clean that up either.
Light the car on fire.
It was.
Well, that was a good one. That was a good one. All right, Mike. Let's transition to the top 5 here real quick, guys. Top 5 for those listening at home, and Shaun. Mike's going to give us a list of something, and we have to guess like the top 5. It's an actual list of things, like top 5 movie grossing films of all time, top 5 books sold ever, which was really freaking hard. So that kind of category, and we'll do our best. Mike will make one of us maybe it should be Shaun as the guest, right?
Guest is always the spokesperson.
You're the spokesperson. So we have to discuss. I'll say this. Let's discuss fairly quickly, because what I've learned throughout doing this is that we can discuss something for 5 minutes and we're still way off. So we can narrow down. Let's go with our gut, and then we'll go from there. Let's do it, Mike.
Shaun, out of curiosity, do you know what the number 1 selling book of all time is?
I don't read, so no. The Bible.
It was the Bible.
Yes.
It is the Bible. So, all right. This week's top 5 list is the most expensive U.S. cities to live in as of 2025. So the current top 5 cities that are the most expensive to live in.
Okay.
This one's not too hard. There's one that's kind of tough, but
okay.
I think we'll get them.
Is New York too obvious?
Are you asking me?
I'm asking Shaun. Big Cat.
My first thoughts are like New York, L.A.
Yeah.
I think Seattle's going to be on there, maybe.
Yeah. That could be on there.
San Francisco.
Yeah.
So do we debate and then
let's debate? Yeah, and then you give an answer. I'm gonna say New York City is one on top 5, right?
I would think so.
Let's go, Shaun.
Yeah.
You're the spokesperson.
New York City, Mike.
Number 1, New York City. Cost of living is 131% above the U.S. average. Median home is $1.01 million. Rent is around $5,025 per month.
Jesus. Oh, you're right there.
Ooh.
That was median home's 1.3 million or something. 1.03 million.
1.1.
Holy hell. Jeez.
Let's get number 2.
L.A. Right? We got to go to Los Angeles.
I think it's on it.
Los Angeles, Mike.
Number 2, L.A. 50%
Nice.
higher than the average. Median home is $885,000. Rent is $2,750 a month.
Okay.
That's a big jump from first to second, though, in percentage.
I mean, it's half, almost half.
Yeah.
How do we feel about Chicago? We're rounding off the top 3 cities, I think, overall.
I don't
right?
think.
No.
No, I don't think Chicago.
I'm not feeling Chicago.
Okay.
Are you definitely not going to say Chicago? Because I'll just tell you right now, it's not even on the top 10 list.
Yeah.
No, we weren't going to say.
Well, we were going to say it.
Yeah. It's not even in the top 10.
No, probably on the top 5 cheapest, most inexpensive.
I don't know. I don't have that list.
I really think either San Fran or Seattle is going to be on.
Yeah.
there.
I feel like those are cities people want to be in. Like Miami,
They want to
you
be
visit.
in, and there's not much land left to
Let's
develop.
I'm fine with either one or both. Go ahead, Shaun. Say which one you want to say.
San Francisco, Mike.
Number 5, San Francisco.
Nice.
Let's hear the
31%
facts.
above average.
Median home is $1.4 million. Rent is $2,690 per month.
Shit.
Which I don't understand how that. I guess you take everything into consideration, but this is just like where the median homes fall into play because everything that around you comes into like taxes, all that kind of stuff come into play.
Yeah. I'm cool with guys going to Seattle if you guys think it's
So
on there.
Seattle, Mike.
Strike one. Seattle is tied for 10th.
Strike one.
So it's up there.
Should we think of another East Coast? I feel like
What about Boston? What about Miami?
I think Miami's a possibility.
Miami?
I wouldn't.
What about
I
Houston?
wouldn't.
Houston or Dallas or Austin? Like those are pretty pricey nowadays, I think. But I don't know if top 5.
I don't know about Austin. That's the only one I would be unsure about.
Austin,
maybe.
Massachusetts. Do you understand the reference?
Great reference. Great movie. Boston.
Drew doesn't get it.
I don't
Road
get it. I'm
trip.
not sure.
You're
Wow,
too
No,
young.
I don't.
I
I
don't
don't get it
I
either.
watched Road Trip when I was a kid.
I watched Road
Okay.
Trip too. That's not the part I quote.
You're more likely to get one of these last two. You definitely know both of them. I mean, they're
Can you give us like southwest, southeast? Like, can you give
Phoenix,
us a quadrant?
Phoenix, Arizona?
I'll say nothing left is on the East Coast. Well, I'll say one of the ones in the top 10 is on the East Coast.
Don't care
sorry,
about top 10.
Two of the top 10 are on the East Coast, but the two of the top 5, neither of the top 5 are on the East Coast. Everything else is out west.
Where are the other ones that are on the top 10? Where are those located?
Number 7 is Providence, Rhode Island, and number 9 is Miami, and number 10 is Boston, tied for
All
10th.
right, so we're in the top 10. We just top 5 stuff.
Yeah.
So we got all the cities we don't have to say now. Okay.
Phoenix,
Denver,
San Diego, Denver.
Denver?
No,
San Diego, maybe.
Yeah, San Diego. San Diego, Mike.
Say it, Sean.
San Diego is number 3.
Well
Nice.
done.
Let's go.
Good job,
San
Drew.
Diego's 43% above average. Median home $949,000. Rent is $2,690 per month.
All
What
right,
about
number
Las
4.
Vegas?
How many strikes we have? Just one?
Are there any houses there?
I
know,
think
that's
people
the hard
live in
bit.
Reno
cousin-
and they party in Vegas.
My cousin lives
Yeah.
in Vegas, like a suburb of Vegas.
Nice.
What do you think, Sean? I say Denver or Vegas. I'd be one of my two guesses.
I don't think Denver's going to be there.
No,
I think
you
there's
don't think
still
so?
enough developed area,
Phoenix,
undeveloped area.
Scottsdale, Arizona. Well, the old people.
Maybe
go.
one in Texas. I mean, Texas is a highly populated area.
We said 3 big ones in Texas, and he
And
said we
he
hadn't
said
said
we
it
didn't
yet.
say them. Okay, my bad.
Salt Lake City.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Salt Lake City, Mike?
Salt Lake City.
Strike 2.
Damn,
I knew that wasn't it.
there's some big ass houses. You got 500 kids.
You know how big that lake is, though?
Salt's in there?
Yes. Oh man,
I'll
So
tell
we're on
you, from Salt Lake City, I'd stay west.
would you?
Did we say it yet?
You have not said it yet.
No.
Okay, so it's
to
not
go
Las Vegas.
west.
No, it's not San Fran.
Tacoma,
Is there
Idaho?
another?
Anything in Idaho? No.
Spokane.
What's like Silicon Valley? Well, Silicon Valley. What's that like
What about
What is
Portland?
that? Portland,
in California?
Oregon? What is that called?
That's like
Silicon-
Riverside,
Say west of Vegas or west of where? West of Salt Lake.
west of Utah.
Not much
I'd
to
like
go
to visit
on there.
Utah.
That doesn't leave too many states.
No.
Idaho, Washington, Oregon, California, Arizona.
Is there another California
Nevada.
city?
That's it.
Sacramento,
I don't think is that a-
Oakland,
That's a lot of agriculture.
I'll tell you, it has 2 professional sports teams.
the city.
The last city
This-
only has 2 professional sports teams.
So it
Hey,
could be multiple sports, not the
Yeah.
same sport.
it's not Seattle. It's not 2 professional sports teams. Well, the Vegas. I'm trying to do
Yeah,
maps here. Vegas Raiders and Vegas Knights.
but
He
aren't there
said
2
we didn't
football
say it
teams in
already. We already
Vegas?
said
Oh,
Vegas.
Oh yeah, that's right.
okay.
What's another California city? Do they have are the Ducks in Anaheim
Yeah.
and the Angels? No, are they L.A.? But that might be a one that was off. Is that the one that's way off that we want to get?
Two professional sports teams. Phoenix Coyotes, Phoenix Suns. That's all I could think about. Oh man.
We said Phoenix, and he.
Yeah. What other?
Maybe it's Sacramento or Anaheim. I can't think of anything else. What do you think, Sean?
What do you think,
Go ahead,
Sean?
Mike.
Hail
One more
Mary.
hint.
Sean,
Hail Mary.
Hail Mary.
Gotta throw up your Hail Mary
I'll just go
for
with
the win.
Anaheim.
Final answer?
Not when you ask me like that.
Number 4, Anaheim.
There it is. We did it. Good job, boys.
Big
All
cat.
right,
Way to
Anaheim.
go on that one, man.
Good job.
Hey, thanks for
Cost
pulling
of
the
living
trigger.
is-
I wasn't sure.
There's 3 in California.
Wow.
Yeah, cost of living is
That's
52%
crazy.
above the average. Median home is $906,000. Rent is $2,590 a month.
Wow.
Rounding out the top 10 were San Jose, California. I already told you Providence, Riverside, California, Miami, and then Boston. And
Wow.
Seattle.
5 in
Note to
California on
self,
top 10.
Don't go to
Wow.
California.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm thinking taxes have a lot to do with it because California is a very highly taxed state.
Why is Providence for an island on the top 10?
Is
Not a lot of space.
Is it a blue
like-
state? I mean, the blue states are generally higher taxed, so I would think that's
I don't know.
that. Is it a
I
blue
just
state?
figure
out
it's
there?
so small.
Yeah, it's
I mean, Rhode Island's small in itself. How big is Providence?
I don't know.
Maybe the families.
Hey, we got it. We should celebrate. Have a
Yeah,
sip
let's
of bourbon.
celebrate. Cheers.
Cheers.
4C iced tea.
Cheers to my last sip of IPA that I don't
How's
really
that
have.
Coke taste, Mike?
It's gone now.
It's gone. Mike, we got any voicemails tonight?
We do.
Hi, boys. Mama Drewski here. Big shout out there to Mike Devine. Finally got to meet him. And hey, Jimmy McBride, I liked your call the last time. I think that's something the boys should be discussing, don't you? Hey, talk to you later. Have a good night.
I did get to meet Mama Drewski
Yeah, you
in
did.
line. I didn't know. I honestly didn't even know what your mom looked like, and then she started talking to me, and it hit me. I was like, "Wait, are you Mama Drewski?" And she said, "I am." So then we had a whole conversation about that. But one, thank you very much for following the rules. This voicemail was 16 seconds long, so I appreciate
Awesome.
that.
Love that.
And we're not even going to talk about Jimmy's voicemail.
No,
So
no.
I haven't seen Mama Drewski in so long. I think she's starting to forget about me.
we can rectify that.
Okay, cool.
Yo, you know you boys miss me. I'm sure the show is a little substandard without me there, but that's neither here nor there. I'm living my life in Greece. You know you miss me. All right, boys. So, would you rather? I'm going to answer it because I like to be included in things. I would rather have my children hear everything I've ever said about them in moments of anger, fear, or doubt, because my kids hear everything I have to say no matter what. Neither one of us hold our tongues, so you're going to hear exactly what we have to say when we have to say it. So that's an easy would you rather. Mike, you're still old. Andy, you're cool. Big Cat, I hope you didn't piss any more women off tonight. And Jimmy, it rained. Peace.
and for the first time in 30 some episodes, we don't have a voicemail from Jimmy.
Wow.
He was here tonight, and I reminded him, and he forgot.
Wow. Well, cut him off from now on. He's dead to us.
Yeah.
We slayed the dragon.
All right, guys. Any shout outs tonight?
Yeah, I have a quick one. Last weekend, we kicked off softball season, so we went straight from basketball to softball. Didn't know what the girls were going to do, but we went right into tournament season, and Penny's team took the third seed going into the bracket. They lost in the semifinals, but they played really well this weekend. Lily's team, we had no idea. We were actually missing our number one pitcher going into the whole thing. We took the number 2 seed going into the bracket, and every game of the weekend, not just our game, but every game in our whole pool, came down to the last inning. It was almost a walk-off or a tie game, and we lost in the championship on a walk-off. I think that game would have come down to whoever the home team was, but second place finish for Lily's team, third place finish for Penny's team. 8U finished in second place, and the boys, 7U, second tournament ever, right across the park there, they finished in second place as well. All at the Minerville tournament this weekend. So it was a good weekend for Plum baseball and softball.
Awesome. Any other shout outs tonight? Crickets. All right, I have a couple. First, shout out to my fiance's son, Luca, who's going to 9th grade. I got him to finally go to an open gym for basketball at Plum today. And I told Xavier to introduce him to Coach Dave. And they go over, and Dave asks Luca, "Oh, so you just moved here?" Started asking questions about and Luca says to Coach Dave and points to Xavier. He's like, "He can answer that for you." He deferred all of his answers to Xavier. Xavier was his spokesperson. I'm like, "Are you serious? You actually did that?" So we're trying to get him out of his shell, a little bit of an introvert, but he got to go to the workouts today. Really good shooter, lights out shooter, good kid. So hopefully he enjoyed it and gets to go again. So kudos to Luca. And also shout out to Shaun for joining us. I appreciate you being on here. I appreciate you coming on here to talk about your podcast, sharing your audience with us and vice versa. Hope we can do this again. I had a really good time with you tonight.
Yeah. Thank you guys. Likewise. Maybe I'll have one of you guys on my podcast and I can drill you and ask you all the personal deep
Mike
stuff.
loves getting drilled.
Make you guys cry.
I'm looking forward to hearing all Drew's secrets from his childhood.
I don't want to cry, but I might. But yeah, Shaun, so again, host of Barbells and Bourbon podcast. Where can people learn more about that? I believe you said YouTube earlier, but is that the best place to check you out? Maybe Facebook too?
Yeah, I'm on Facebook, Barbells and Bourbon Strength and Stories. Same with Instagram, Barbells and Bourbon Strength and Stories, and same on YouTube. I used to be called the Barbells and Bourbon Podcast, but I think that name was a little bit confusing to some people. I think people thought they were coming for a fitness conversation or to talk about bourbon collections and stuff. So I added the Strength and Stories because that really is the whole point of the show, is letting my guests tell their stories and share their life experiences with me. So I just added that in there.
So I'll get it correct this time. Barbells and Bourbon, Strength and Stories. All right. Thank you, Shaun, and thank you for listening to Sour Plums. Like this episode, subscribe to our channel on SoundCloud, Spotify, YouTube, and Apple Podcasts. Share if you care. We're out.
Peace.